Simplify each radical expression. In exercise A, we have the square root of b to the fifth. Now, we would know how to deal with that if it were an even exponent. It's not an even exponent, it's an odd in this case. So what we do is we manipulate it to make part of this an even exponent. So here's what I'm going to say. b to the fifth, which is under the radical, is b to the fourth times b. Now, using the product rule for radicals, I break that up as the square root of b to the fourth times the square root of b. And I know that the square root of b to the fourth is b to the second. So I have b to the second times the square root of b. Exercise B, we're asked to find the square root, to simplify the square root of 25 n to the third. So I'm going to break this up. Well, first I'm going to think of this as 25 times, now n to the third I'm going to think of as n squared times n. Now I'm going to break this up into three radicals: the square root of 25, the square root of n squared, and the square root of n. Square root of 25 is 5. The square root of n squared is n, and I still have a square root of n. Exercise C, we have the square root of 40 y to the eighth. Alright, 40 I'm going to think of as 4 times 10. So my radical I'm going to think of as the square root of 4 times 10 times, now y to the eighth, since y to the eighth, since it's already an even exponent, I'm going to leave it alone as y to the eighth. And so now breaking this up, I have the square root of 4 times the square root of 10 times the square root of y to the eighth. The square root of 4 is 2. The square root of 10 I'm leaving alone, and the square root of y to the eighth is y to the fourth. And now I'll rearrange this to put the radical part last. I would write this as 2y to the fourth times the square root of 10. In exercise D, I have the square root of 48t to the fifth. So let me expand this. 48 I know to be 16 times 3. So that's 16 times 3. T to the fifth, since that's an odd exponent, I'm going to rewrite t to the fifth as t to the fourth times t. Alright, so now I'm going to rearrange this so that the things that are squares are going to be first. So I'll rearrange this as the square root of 16 times t to the fourth times 3 times t. And now I'm going to break this up as the square root of 16 times the square root of t to the fourth. Now I know I'm not going to be able to break up that square the 3 and the t, so I'm going to leave those alone as a single radical, 3t. And so now I have 4t squared by the square root of 3t.